Welcome back. Blah, 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 blah. Box 2 Blizzard Bash Series
Video
number 4. Somebody's keeping count.
Yes.
Appreciate that. What do we got?
This is one of our finished products. Check that out.
Appreciate you following One Goose Garage on YouTube.
Absolutely. Old school, old iron look. Put a nice pointy bumper on the front. Every bit of this was made by hand. You could say it's homemade. Is this homemade? Trunks. We even got a sweet little roof sign on top.
That's right.
So this is one of our national bodies. So I made 2 of these. Cody has one identical to it. And we're going to give you a little walkthrough, a little rundown of exactly how everything is made now that it's painted. All riveted together, cut, bent, ready to go. I'll be the first one to say, don't be surprised when this body gets wadded up like crazy. We did not build the strongest tanks in the world. The rules for Blizzard Bash are sweet. You can pretty much do anything. And so we took that information and said, what's most important to us? It looks like a real old iron car, and it bends and smashes up just like a real car too. I didn't want a tank. I wanted something cool. We're going to drive a long way. I think there's actually an award for the person that gets messed up the most. I'm going for it. So, let's start with the inside here.
Fortunately, he doesn't drive his RC cars like he drives his big cars, so he might actually hit some people.
I try to completely ruin it, because I know I can fix it pretty quick. Here's that cage we talked about in one of the previous videos. Again, it's just a 4-point. Got the spots cut out for the wheels. This is my little trunk design that I come up with. I showed you how it folds in and smashes. You can just see the bottom of my bumper. It's nothing fancy. It's just one layer, all pinched together, and then I built a little extra point. That'll probably get ripped right off. Don't care, you still got a bumper on it.
Or it'll be smushed and be flat with everything else.
Yep, which is fine too. There's nothing extraordinary inside of here. That is the basic inside of our national cars. So a little walk around on the outside. Take a look at the passenger side here. It's got the same body lines as you see in a lot of the older Impalas and things like that. We kept a real nice tight one on top. The angle aluminum inside cage is riveted on right here, and then we also riveted on across the top too and from the inside, as you can see. Take you around to the front. So here's that bumper we were talking about. I made some nice little bumper straps. Again, this is all 100%, other than the cage, is made out of that roll of aluminum that we showed you in one of the previous videos. We got some nice little lines on our hood. Same thing on this side. Made a nice little roof sign. Guys, if you want one of these, we'll bring it to Blizzard Bash for you.
$5.
$5. Can't beat that. And it looks pretty sweet. Put your number and name on there. Nice little door design.
You mean if they buy one, it's not going to have your name on it?
Well, I mean, you can buy one with my name on it. I don't care. $5, $5. Something neat I'm kind of proud of in here is this is an actual trunk. You can lift the trunk lid up and close it back down. That's how realistic. We've got 9-wire around our bumpers. Of course, it's not really 9-wire. It's a much smaller version, but it's to scale.
It's like 1 wire.
Right? So this is the 1/10 scale RC body for our Traxxas / National Blizzard Bash. We're going to mount it on there for you. So it's just that easy. Put it right on the top. Cody has the exact same one, like I said. You just drop them through there, get you started. Of course, I don't know where I put any of my little mounts now, so I'm going to pretend that I put them on here. Right, this goes in like so. This has got the Raptor style front bumper on it, so I built the body. Tuck it right over top of those. She goes on the inside. Just like that, and as you can see, everything just pops right through, and there you have it. That is what she looks like on the car. Nice stance. Try to keep everything away from the tires so it doesn't get wadded up in there. Right there.
That is actually really important, especially for you guys that are running the stock motors, stock gearing, stock most parts, because these things are originally built. They're supposed to be mud trucks, like that chassis that's sitting over there, like you see on the box. That's what these things are built for and originally designed for. So they are meant to hold the gas down for a long period of time. So they just go and go and go and go, which is one of the reasons that we change the gearing out, because it makes it so it's a little bit happier when you're constantly going back and forth like we do in a derby. So one of the reasons that I was unable to finish my last, or the derby that we did with Kyle, Erect on Concrete, because my car literally started on fire. The motor just got too hot. And I'm going to show you, if I can do this without falling on my face, the body that I ran. Right here. She's obviously a little messed up. Ignore the plates. You're allowed fix-it plates. We were dumb. We didn't know what we were doing. Don't put them on the outside. Put them on the inside. It makes a lot more sense. So don't do that. But one of the reasons that my motor caught on fire, because as you can see, the back of the car started to pack in, and it was going down. Well, in the heat, I had done some work and after the feature and such, but you can still see the black inside, right there and right there, where this had collapsed onto my rear tires, so now it has all that extra resistance trying to turn inside the body, and it's trying to turn against the metal, so it's got that pressure on top of it. So on top of a motor that's built to run long distances, it's also getting extra pressure added to the outside of it. Plus, I had BBs inside my tires, so I had 4-ounce tires, so you got a bunch of extra weight to it, so that's why she caught on fire. But again, guys, that's where we started. I mean, it's not a shoebox, but it's not old iron. I mean, you don't need anything to be super fancy. That's a good looking car. And we beat the hell out of it. So, looks like Adam found his nuts.
That made it through heats. Made it through a feature.
2 heats and a feature, yeah.
And that's an Aaron body, actually.
Yep. That one we bought from, again, Aaron. I think it's Streblow, but it could be Streblow. Sorry, Aaron.
We're going to butcher it anyway. You know what? That'll make people remember it even more.
That's right. We'll make sure that link is still on there.
There's our aftermarket body mounts. Here it is.
Complete. Ready to roll. Except it is missing one thing. What is it missing?
Oh, God. What is it missing?
No, I mean like it's actually missing.
Oh. I thought you had the unicorn rainbow sticker again. We do run, as you can see, how my bumper goes right up here flush to my skid plate. We have another skid plate that we make. It's literally just another piece of aluminum, and we bolt it right here, and it comes up, and we'll rivet it into the bottom of here. So whenever you're getting hit, this doesn't flip up over the top. It just helps hold the front of the body down. Our rules allow that as well. So we'll put our little skid plates on there. We take the body off a million times right now, and I still haven't found the best way to attach it. Rivets work great, but then you got to drill your rivets out a million times, and then you got a bunch of holes in your nice chassis. So I'm still working on something. I've got something in the works, but we'll put that together. And that's it. That's pretty much everything on our National Class Blizzard Bash RC cars. Guys, again, we didn't build tanks. We built something that I personally like the looks of, think it looks cool. I'm sure it'll turn some heads whenever we get there. It's not a box. We're going to have a good time.
And we'll make sure that we get you the aftermath on these when we run them. But obviously that's still a ways away. But we're going to try to get all kinds of videos. We'll probably be consuming a couple adult beverages, so maybe we'll get some pit parties and that kind of stuff on.
That's scary.
Yeah, that it is. So we're going to do, I think, one more video before we call this thing a series. We'll just go through the cars that we've got sitting here and show you, get you a little bit of a peek at Adam's crazy car also. Appreciate you following along, as always.
Get goosed.